What's going on, everybody? Welcome to CS5 Unmasked. Today we're going to be making a Jason Part 3 costume and mask for under $25. Now I know $25 isn't a lot of money to be making a Part 3 costume with, but it sure beats the alternative. So sit back and relax and welcome to CS5's Cost Cut Costume Tutorial. Alright, let's look at what we're going to need. Obviously we're going to need a hood and a mask, but we'll get to that shortly. So it looks like we're going to need a dark green work shirt, olive green if you can, a white undershirt, black belt, light gray pants, along with some black boots. Now before we get started, I'm going to let you know that it is going to be quite difficult to be movie accurate for under $25. But we're going to try our very best. Now thrift stores are always a great place to pick up cheap clothing. Now you might get lucky on eBay, but visiting your local Goodwill might be a better payoff. So after visiting just a couple thrift stores, I was actually able to acquire the green work shirt and the gray pants for around $3. That's right, you heard me correctly. I picked up both of these items for about $3. Now the white tee, the belt, and the boots I already owned, so I'm not going to add that into the cost. But footwear will be optional. Just wear whatever you think is comfortable. Now the clothes that I bought will work for the costume. I just wish I was able to get the shirt just a little bit darker, so it could be more accurate to the movie. Alright, we're going to go and start off with the pants. Now I am going to be putting a knife wound on the right leg just above the knee. Now this is optional because Jason doesn't really get a knife wound until later in the movie, but I do think it is a nice touch. Proceed to take a piece of cardboard and insert it into the leg of the pants. And with a small razor blade, proceed to make the knife wound. Now for the blood effects, I'm going to be using black and red acrylic paint. I did purchase this at Walmart for 50 cents a piece. Now mix these two together in a small container. This is going to actually create the blood you're going to need for the knife wound. Now I may have gotten just a little carried away with the blood, but I like how it turned out. Alright, while we're waiting for the blood to dry in the pants, let's get started on the mask. Now this is one of those cheapy masks that I was able to pick up on eBay for around $3. Go ahead and remove the strap and proceed to sand the mask. Now sandpaper works the best, but if you don't have access to sandpaper, a sanding block works pretty good as well. Now I did pick this sanding block up at the dollar store. Alright, let's go and start painting the mask. I'm going to be using small balloons to cover the snaps, so I try to keep those free from paint. These balloons I did pick up at the dollar store as well. Now I'm going to be using flat black paint, which I picked up at Walmart for $1. This is going to be our base coat for the mask. Now for the main color. Normally I'd be using spray paint, but we are trying to be as cheap as possible. I'm going to be mixing yellow and white acrylic paint in a small container, and then rub it all over the mask. I'm going to allow this to dry for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to repeat this process as many times as necessary until I have complete coverage over the mask. Once the paint dries, go ahead and take a piece of paper and rub it all over the mask. This is to remove any bumps or burrs that have occurred while painting. Now this will blend the paint together, plus remove any paint lines that are appearing on the mask. Use plenty of photos for references for any scratches or damage that you see. Now using a pencil, proceed to mark them on the mask. Alright, go ahead and grab a tool and create any scratches. You can use a razor blade, a nail, or even a fork. Just be careful not to hurt yourself. Alright, now go ahead and get a little bit of diluted black paint and highlight some of the areas on the mask, mainly around the nose or even the eyes. This is going to make it just a little bit dirtier. And that's kind of the look that we're wanting. Okay, now for the chevrons. If you want, you can stencil them out onto red masking tape, or you can just buy chevrons like I do from JDF Studios. Either way, it still costs only about $1. Now if you notice, one of the cheek chevrons look just a little bit different than the other one. Now this is on purpose. The right cheek chevron is just slightly offset, just a little bit, which is going to make it look more like the mask from the movie. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let's go and put the strap back on the mask. Okay, now for the head. Now you do have a few options here. 1, you can wear nothing at all. 2, you can purchase a baklava, which costs around $3. Or 3, you can buy a latex hood or mask. Now, not wearing a cover does look a little bit funny, but if you're low on funds, it just might work. A baklava is just a little bit better. It does cover the head, and plus it also comes in multiple colors. For this costume, I went with a latex mask. Now, I went and had purchased a mask on eBay of an old man. Now, this is going to work for many reasons. 1, it's already old and wrinkled, and 2, it only cost around $12. Now, for me, I went ahead and cut out the face of the latex mask because it made it a bit more comfortable to wear and a little bit easier to use. But again, this is optional. You do not have to cut out the face if you do not want to. Alright, now here's a list of everything that we used plus the prices, and as you can plainly see, it is under $25. Alright, now let's put everything together and see what we got. Alright everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more tutorials like this, let me know down below. Until next time, this is CS5 signing out, and I hope to see you in the next video.